Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about the new Otsutsuki that should appear in the near future in the Boruto anime. Because the number of members of this clan is not limited to only 6 of its representatives, who have already come to Earth, but 4 of them are finally dead. One is sealed and another is actually dead, but according to the idea it should be reborn. And of course, the main family of the Otsutsuki clan will have to figure out why the fruit from Earth was never delivered to their planet, so they will send more powerful representatives of this race to find out what happened to the fetus and to themselves. First, let's finally deal with the fresco, or as many say, the stone slab of the Otsutsuki clan in Ishiki's dimension, in which he hid little Jubi. I think most of you already know who and where is located, but I will remind you once again. The Kinshiki symbol is located on the bottom left, and above him is his master Momoshiki. Ishiki is above all, and Kaguya below him, and on the right everything is destroyed. In fact, there are not so many options whose symbol is depicted there, or more precisely, there is only one. This is Urashiki, and if it really is him, then accordingly his rooster is a canon, which of course most of the fandom does not recognize, because he appeared only in filler episodes. In Shippuden he was also mentioned, but again it was a filler. However, if his symbol is on the tablet, which is most likely the case because they depict the horns of all Otsutsuki, which Sasuke himself noticed, and if you look closely on this tablet in the manga, we will see a piece of Urashiki's horn. But one thing is this rooster, and another is his partner, about which practically nothing is known. Many people think that this is Tonari, but it cannot be close to him because he is far from a pureblood Otsutsuki. He is just a distant descendant of Hamura, who is also not a pureblood Otsutsuki, but only half. So we will not even consider the option with Tonari, but we will talk about it today. The only one who comes to my mind is someone who has never been shown, but he was repeatedly mentioned in the Shippuden. That is Jashin, who was greatly elevated by Hiden, but unfortunately there is not a single proof that it is him. However, there is also no proof that he cannot be one, because in principle, his existence is confirmed, and this was done by Hiden, who really had eternal life, and by her the fact was owned only by Otsutsuki, and it is likely that Jashin also belongs to this pale-skinned race, but most likely his identity will remain a secret until the end of the anime, like the secret of Urashiki's partner. Now we turn to the main family of the Otsutsuki clan, which was repeatedly mentioned in the anime, and for the first time Kinshiki spoke about it, who said that important information should always be reported to the clan. That is his words that already confirmed the existence of other Otsutsuki who have a much higher status than the same Momoshiki. The second time Urashiki spoke about this family when he came to seal Tonari, who is still considered a full-fledged member of the Otsutsuki clan, but this still does not make him a pureblood representative. Tonari called Urashiki God, but he did not know anything about the main family of this pale-skinned race. But it is not clear how he knew about the fact that this trinity would come to Earth. Most likely, he received this information from his ancestor Hamura, to whom in turn Kaguya's mother told this, because she repeatedly mentioned to her children that her own clanmates would come for her, who would want to kill her because of the betrayal, but in the end she was betrayed by her children. 2 months ago, when the spoilers of chapter 61 of Boruto's manga were about to be released, scans were leaked showing the new Otsutsuki that Momoshiki told Boruto about. Although they were drawn in exactly the same style as Ikemoto's, but it turned out to be just very high quality fake. On the left is Ishiki's slightly corrected design, and on the right is a mixture of Kaguya and Momoshiki, which in principle is already visible, but to be honest, I would really like it not to be fake, because at the moment the main thread is code, not counting of course Momoshiki himself in the body of Boruto, who has now gone to the bottom, but the code in the form of the main thread is actually a bit nonsense. Because first of all, he's a cyborg who was created by Yamato and he can turn off his creation at any time, same as it was with Delta, who wanted to prevent Yamato and Kashin Koji from escaping to Konoha, but he simply knocked her out with one stop. And if you think so, then the code is no longer the main threat, but it's just Yamato, but it's too early to talk about it because there is too little information and he has no motives to destroy the whole planet except that he wants to revive his deceased daughter with the help of the fruit of the divine tree. Let's go back to the main family of the Otsutsuki clan. Of course it exists and it will definitely be shown. In 2019 there was an interview with Ikemoto in which he said that the events from the first series where Boruto fights against Kawaki is not that far in the plot. That is, it can be understood that their battle is not the end of the Boruto anime, and the invasion of the main family of the Otsutsuki clan on the ground no longer seems such nonsense. But another question is what power the main family possesses. If you rely on the words of Urashiki, who said that the Otsutsuki clan saw everything that Tonari tried to do with Boruto, then they can already at least see through other dimensions, and this ability is just Boruto's eyes. That is Jugan, who helped him to awaken Tonari. It is logical that they are stronger than those Otsutsuki that have already been shown, and the strongest of those shown is of course Ishiki, who probably belonged to the main family because he was at least the main one of those 6. And this is confirmed by the Otsutsuki tablet. But strength, this clan depends just on how many planets you absorb. The more you eat the fruits of the chakra, the correspondingly you will be stronger and your status in the clan will also grow. The arrival of new Otsutsuki on Earth will mean the end. It will be a decisive battle for land. But I wonder if Naruto and Sasuke will participate in this battle. Yet they could not defeat even Ishiki, but there are Otsutsuki who are much stronger than him, and plus they have become many times weaker. Something becomes very scary for this too. Without new strength, they will only interfere in battle, and unfortunately this is the reality of Boruto's anime at the moment. The main family of the Otsutsuki is there, but their strength is not known to us in chapter 55. The limit of their evolution was shown, but in order to reach it, many planets must be absorbed, including the Earth. But in episode 219, this god should have been mentioned in Ishiki's story, but unfortunately this did not happen. And it is also difficult to say when he will appear, because in fact no one knows about him except Momoshiki and Kaguya. Perhaps this information the code learns from Ida, who knows everything in the world. In simple words of God, Otsutsuki should show, because Ishiki's will was transferred to the code, which will have to continue the evolution of their clan, and without information about how to do it, he will not achieve anything. Therefore, the mention of God Otsutsuki is only a matter of time. In principle, that's all for me. You can write your opinion about the main family in the comments as always.